So I'm spending all of 2026 completing an illustration every week. Say it with me, that's 1 year to complete 52 illustrations in 52 weeks. God, that's kind of getting old. And we have now just finished our 4th week of this weekly challenge. And for this week, I did my take on the free Ren looking up meme that blew the internet up over the last couple of months. So let's have a little peepers at this week's progress. This was day 1, this was day 2, this was day 3, this was day 4, and lo and behold, this is day 5 and the finale of this week. So let's talk about the difference between day 4 and 5 first. Look at this. Just look at day 4, then look at day 5. Day 4, day 5. Day 4, day 5. Look at this. Fucking Teletubby. Fundamentals have been applied here. Who'd have thought giving yourself something not complicated to draw for once would actually give you the time needed to increase the quality of your work? What? That's crazy! I fixed up Free Ren's facial anatomy so she doesn't look like a British toddler's version of a Power Ranger. I've also accentuated her silhouette to add interest and so her head doesn't look like a stiff blob. The difference is night and day, and yes, I know she doesn't have limbs in one of them, but my point still stands. This is actually my 3rd time drawing Free Ren. The first time was back in 2024 and the second time was that same year but for Artgerm's Art Troba challenge. Oh, we don't count this one. Yeah. But in my original Free Ren drawing, bro looked like she went into a tanning salon and asked them to absolutely fuck her shit up. But there is no real sense of values and lighting here. I kind of just put in colors wherever I felt like it and there was no harmonious colors whatsoever. But for week 4's version, there's definitely a light source and a direction that it is bouncing off, even though she looks like a vampire in comparison. But it's definitely more coherent and the colors aren't just random. I made sure colors bounced off each other and depending on the surface, reflected on them at different intensities. I also consciously chose to not over-render the hair because if I did, I was most likely going to autopilot and regress back to the 2024 version of the hair. It was fine, but the shapes were stiff and again, there was no sense of lighting whatsoever. This was just one of those cases where simple does mean better. But that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna try and keep the drawing simple from now on because working a full-time job, living alone, doing videos and drawing on top of everything else is insane and I don't recommend it. But this is how I choose to exercise my free will because I do it for the love of the game. But as usual, follow me or subscribe on any of my platforms if you want to see me suffer, but if not, that's cool too. I love you the same, but I will see you tomorrow for week 5's challenge. Bye!
Yeah.